this is Candy with eyes2jesus.blogspot.com, and it is time for my monthly planner tour to show you what planner I am currently in. So the planner that I'm currently in for the month of September is one that I love a lot. The planner cover that I'm in is currently my very all-time favorite. We'll see how long that lasts, but I'm certainly very much enjoying it. This is the planner I'm currently in. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is a personal size ring planner, and this is put out by a company called Moterm. I get my Moterms off of Amazon, and if you look up Moterm personal planner on Amazon, it's hit and miss. Sometimes they're completely out, sometimes they have a few, and you'll see them in different colors and different leather textures from time to time. You have to keep checking. So all my other Moterms, except for one, is pebbled leather, and I kind of got tired of the pebbled leather. And I wanted a lighter pink than the dark pink pebbled leather one that I have. And like I said, I was tired of the pebbled leather. So when I saw this pop up, I went for it. And this is a pink crocodile embossed genuine cow leather. And I have been having so much fun in this planner. I have been in this planner for over a week now, maybe even two, because I switched to this cover as soon as I got it. And I'm not getting tired of it. I am enjoying it so much. And yeah, this is a genuine leather. This is quality made, but the Moterm personal planners go for around $53 on Amazon. And if you have Prime, then that's with free, sometimes 2-day shipping if they have them in stock. And yeah, these are fabulous. They're near identical to the Giglio Campagna planner covers, but at the fraction of the price. And like I said, I'm very happy with the quality. I'm very happy with this planner. Now, if you haven't seen any of my planner tour videos, let me just give you a quick overrun. Generally, my planners are my everything book. My planner is with me 24/7. It is even next to me when I sleep. I love my planner. It keeps my brain organized. I don't have the world's greatest memory, so this is my memory. This is my reminder. So inside this small planner that fits nicely in my purse, I have my full planner in here. I have my full budgeting system in here. I have my full home management binder in here. I have a full notebook in here. I keep my wallet in here. So this planner, if the house were burning down and I needed to evacuate, this would be one of the very first things I would grab because it has about everything in it. And I just love this thing. It's my brain, it's my companion, it's my assistant. It keeps things organized for me. So let's go inside this beauty and I'll show you how I have it set up and how I use it. So first, let's go over pockets, what I have in my pockets. So inside the front pockets, we have this handy zipper pocket, and I keep change in there since I use this planner also as my wallet, and that saves room in my purse. In this side pocket, it's not quite tall enough for cash. You can kind of put cash in there, but I keep a little plastic insert in there that holds a lot of my cards, and I also have postage stamps in here and a few blank checks in case I need to write a check. And then sticking out of this pocket right here is a journaling card, and I just have a little ollie clip that not only secures this journaling card, but also secures my contents inside this flap pocket so they don't come sliding out. Yeah, ollie clips are great. They're very handy. And then my journaling card, I just put the letters INTJ on it because that is my personality type. And then it's a cute little remember sticker that's semi-metallic. It's a Dollar Tree sticker. And under than that, I just have a few scripture references written down of scriptures that I have been meditating on. And those scriptures are 1 John 3:22-23 and Philippians 4:6-7. Okay. And then we have this kind of flap or secretarial pocket here in the front, and I just keep some spending cash in there, a few bucks when I have it here and there for just general spending, maybe taking the kids to Dollar Tree, etc. Now we move on to the back pockets, and in my pen loop here, this is a Pilot Precise V5, and this one is in the color purple. I usually do black, but I finally got tired of writing in black, so now I'm writing in purple. And in my card slots here, I have my washi card. I have, this is just some papers with some confirmation numbers on it for some projects. I have my license, I have my bank card, and then this bottom slot here, I have little Avery colored dots, little Avery colored labels, and those are for putting on my calendars or pages when needed to make something stand out. And then I also have hole reinforcement stickers in here, so should any of my pages rip out or look like they're about to rip out, I can just stick those on there and reinforce those holes. Now, one of my favorite things about these Moterm personal planners like the Giglio Compagnas is you got this big full-size back pocket. So here I have a small planner, but I can fit full-size, letter-size sheets of paper in here. I just take the paper, fold it in half once, and pop it back here. So here in the back, I have my husband's work schedule. I have Bible study notes. I have bills that are waiting to be paid. I have generally just anything that I'm keeping in my planner that's a full-size sheet of paper that I reference from time to time, gets folded in half and popped back here. It's also a great place to throw in mail if you're grabbing mail when you're on the run. On the go, I should say. Okay, so now going inside the planner itself, and you can see how I have it set up. My very first thing here, this is my kind of dashboard or welcome page, and this is actually a trimmed down mini happy planner cover that I've been using. And I have some sticky notes on here of some scriptures that I have been meditating on, and those scriptures are Philippians 4:4, Philippians 4:6 through 7, Romans 8:28, and 1 John 3:22 through 23. And then on the other side of that, I have sticky notes with some notes written on that one. And then the next page is a laminated sheet of scrapbook paper with a current couples picture of my husband and I, the love of my life. And on the other side of that is a current family picture of my family. And then we come to, I have several sheets. It says the shopping list at the top, and this is my running grocery list. When I run low on something or out of something, or someone tells me they need something, etc., I just write it here. And then each week, when I'm preparing my grocery list for the week before going to the store, then I will be referencing this to help me make my official grocery list. And let me just turn to a blank one so you can see what a blank one of these sheets of paper looks like. It looks like this. And this is just a trimmed down magnetic list pad, I believe, from Dollar Tree. And the Dollar Tree list pads, not all of them, but most of them are generally roughly the correct width for personal size. So you just trim the bottom, because they come long. You just trim it down to make it shorter, and you punch it and it goes right in. And I love trimming down, punching, and using magnetic list pad paper in my planner because it's thinner, which means I can put more in there and it's not bulking my planner up. And it's pretty, and it's $1 per list pad at the Dollar Tree, so that's fabulous. Alright, so turning past all those shopping list pages, we come to my first main divider. Now I have 5 main dividers in here, and all 5 main dividers are just for my planner stash. I've been using them most of this year, and they are trimmed down Target dollar spot planners that I've had in my planner stash for a while. These were originally more for like an A5 or a half letter size planner, and I have them trimmed down to personal size, and I've been using these for most of the year. So my first divider is this. And it is labeled home because this is my homemaking section. And you see I have a pen adhered on here with 2 binder clips. This is my backup pen in case I'm out and about and this pen runs out of ink. But this is also, it's a standard ballpoint pen, so this is also the pen that I use for writing checks, filling out forms, etc. Alright, so going inside my homemaking section, my first page is my daily chores for each day of the week. And then on the other side of that are my children's cleaning chores for each day of the week. And then the page facing it, it's written on top, Children's Page Chores Tracker. And this is just where I track chores that they do that they get paid for. They have chores that they need to do that is just part of being members of the family. And then there's chores that if they do get paid for them. And so that gets tracked here. So then on the other side of this, you turn this page, we have an envelope which is labeled paid chores. So that's where I keep money that I pay out to the kids each Friday for their payday for any of their paid chores that have been tracked on the tracker. And then after that I have my children's table chores. It says they are to help clean up after each meal. And then next, this is my deep cleaning and organization projects. And then over here, this is my master grocery list. And my master grocery list, I just reference it when I'm making my grocery list each week. I just skim through it and it gives me a mental picture of what I have in stock at the house and what I'm low on or what I need that didn't necessarily get written down on the shopping list page at the front of my planner. So then this helps me make sure I don't forget anything. All right, and I have a yellow flag working as a kind of a top tab sticking out on the top because right after that is my menu plan for the week. So when I want to turn to my menu plan, I can just pop open my planner, open up the homemaking divider, and turn right to this. And I just grab the tab and flip it, and it brings you to my weekly menu. And I plan our breakfasts, lunches, suppers, and their size for each day of the week, and I make a new menu once a week. And that's the same. I usually make the menu the same around the same time I'm making the grocery list, so that then I can also go over my menu and look at what am I out of or low on for making some of these meals or sides that isn't already written down on my list, and that gets added to my grocery list. And when I make my grocery lists, I just write everything down that I need, and then I rewrite the list on a fresh sheet of grocery list shopping paper at the front of my planner of the items that I need to get in the order of the aisles at the grocery store, so that when I get groceries, it's efficient. And on the other side, the next page after my menu plan is the rest of my master grocery list. My printer was supposed to print this double-sided when I had printed this, but it actually skipped a page, so I just throw my menu plan in between the two pages for my master grocery list, which is kind of cute. All right, and then after that, I have lists of breakfast ideas and lunch ideas and supper ideas, and all of those meal ideas include 1 or 2 suggested sides for each dish, and these are what I reference to help give me ideas when I make my menu plan for each week. And then after that, I have my Thanksgiving and New Year's menus. And then after that, we come to what takes up the rest of my homemaking section, and that is recipes. They're not all my recipes, because a lot of my recipes are in my head, but these are my main recipes, besides the recipes in my head, and besides the occasional recipes that I go to a cookbook for. And then my recipe pages are numbered, and I have them on pink paper, because why not? And I have a little side flag sticking out so that I can just grab this fuchsia colored side flag or side tab and turn right to my recipes in my homemaking section when I need a recipe. And then this facing page here is my table of contents to my recipes, and I just numbered them for my different sections, not for every single recipe. So my recipe sections are quick go-tos, breads and breakfasts, main meals, sides, baking, and special. And turning to a random page in my recipes section, here's what my recipes look like. And like I said, that finishes up the rest of my homemaking section, brings me to the next main divider in my planner, which is labeled school. And this is labeled school because I am a homeschooling mother of 4. 2 of my children have graduated, and I still have 2 children going through homeschool and are both in high school. And yes, all 4 of my children, the 2 who have graduated, have been homeschooled all the way through. The 2 that are still in homeschool in high school have been and will be homeschooled all the way through as well. And before I show you my homeschool section, I should just mention really quick, I homeschool via the Trivium method, so my school section may look different than other people's school section. And if you're looking into homeschooling, I wholeheartedly suggest you research the Trivium method. It goes with the natural brain development of your child, and it's an awesome way to homeschool. I've loved it. The Trivium method is how I have schooled my children all the way through, starting at age 2. And my children, all 4 of them, learned how to read up to a 2nd grade reading level at age 4. The Trivium method is awesome. Doesn't require that you start at 2. It does not require that your children are reading at 2nd grade level at age 4. Those were my personal requirements. And it's been fabulous, fabulous for the children. They've learned to read at such a young age that they don't even have memories of not even knowing how to read. They just remember always knowing how to read. So inside my homeschool section, the first page is our current homeschool schedule. And then the next 3 pages after that is our homeschool course of study or curriculum chart for the year. Here's the other 2 pages. And then after that, I have a couple pages of copywork assignments. And then I have their reading lists. And then I just have some blank note paper for any notes that I might need to add in there or write in there for any special homeschool projects that we might be doing sporadically throughout the school year. So that brings me to my next main divider, which is labeled budget. And clearly this is my budgeting section. I have a magnetic bookmark here on this divider, and that's because sometimes I need to clip some pages together in here or clip something temporary in there. So I just keep this magnetic bookmark on the divider so that when I need it in my budgeting section, it's right there to grab. So the very first page of my budgeting section is a page called Budget Guide, and I have lists of reoccurring expenses and bills and which paychecks during the month, which reoccurring expenses and which bills occur on, and I reference this as my budget guide when I'm making out the budget for each paycheck. So all the other pages after that in my budgeting section are just filler paper. I don't use any forms or printouts. I just use filler paper, and what I do is I write down the date of the check that I'm budgeting at the top of the paper, and then I write down all of the expenses listed under that check of the month from my budget guide, and then I take a look at my monthly calendar, which we haven't gotten to yet, but it's in here, and I take a look at what's coming up during the time frame of that check that are additional expenses, and I add them in here. And then this just helps me keep a running total. Well, this is how much we need, this is how much we've got, and this is what we're doing with it. And so that's my whole budgeting section. So we're going to move to my next divider, which is labeled Notes. And this is my full and complete notebook in my notes section. Now, the very first page inside notes is a page labeled Table of Contents. And the first section of my notes section, the pages are numbered. And in these numbered pages, these are just things that I like to keep in my planner, but they don't need their own section and they don't necessarily fit in any other section, but it's something I like to have. So I have things in here such as gift ideas, stock lists, perpetual calendar, family information, codes, directions on how to get to certain specific places, phone numbers and addresses of people, things that I track long term, etc. So they go in here, they're on my table of contents, page numbers written down what page to find these things on, and I have several little tabs and flags sticking out in this section for some of the pages that I do reference regularly, so then I just grab the flag and flip to that page. For example, the family information and codes or directions and sometimes contacts. All right, and then after all of that, after all of the numbered pages, we go into, I guess what you can call a brain dump. And my brain dump section is just scratch paper. It's just where I'm just writing down ideas and things that I am considering or looking at or that I need to get out of my mind. So, yes, this is where I write things down. And sometimes the things on here will turn into a page that ends up getting added to notes, or it'll turn into a project that I then plan in the planner portion in here on my daily pages that we haven't gotten to yet, etc. And then after a while, some of these pages will be irrelevant, so I will regularly just go through my brain dump section here in my notes section and just take out what's irrelevant or completed or no longer needed. And then I have a little side flag, and that just marks the beginning of my blank filler paper. And this blank filler paper I can use for more brain dump, I can use to add more notes, or if I need more paper anywhere else in my planner, in the grocery section, in the budget section, in the homeschool section, etc., I can grab some from here. And I have a bit of a variety of blank filler paper in here. Both of these, this is Final Facts, so I have some Final Facts pages in here, colored and blank. And then I also have some pages that I trimmed down and punched from Dollar Tree that are just really, really cute. And, you know, like I said, you get a whole, thick chunk of paper for $1. Just trim it shorter, punch it, and it goes right in. So, like I have some note to self ones. I have some enjoy the ride ones. And I love this because it's a really cheap source of paper and it's really pretty and it's really cute. So the rest of my notes section is just blank filler paper. Like I also have some blank Moterm paper in here as well. So we come to my last main divider and it's labeled Planning. And clearly this is now the more planning section of my planner. So we go inside here and the first thing you come across my planning section are my month on 2-page calendars. And my monthly calendars, I have the whole year of 2020 in here. So let's flip to the September divider, which looks like this. And my monthly pages are by Daytimer from the Kathy Davis line in their portable size, which is the exact same size as personal size. Here's what this month is currently looking like. All right, and then I also have behind that, I have my daily pages. I plan, usually it's 1 day per page. So I have a little bookmark or page finder sticking out. If we flip to that, that brings me to today. So here's my today's page. And then my page finder is just a Hobby Lobby page finder that I got out of my planner stash that I've had for a while. And then on the other side of that, I have my master schedule. And my master schedule is laminated and and it's slit on the holes so that I can just pop it in and out of my rings like I can my page finder. And then my master schedule continues on to the next page behind it. And then next to that, I have this laminated sheet of pretty scrapbook paper. And this is kind of a daily dashboard when needed, where if I need more room for planning than just my one page, I can stick on a sticky note and keep on planning here. Or if I need anything extra, that gets stuck on there. And so then on the other side of this is sticky note paper. This is Hobby Lobby for my stash, and this is Dollar Tree. This is currently some of my very favorite Dollar Tree sticky notes. So let's turn to some blank pages, and I'll show you what it looks like. So here's some blank pages, kind of blank. I have some stickers thrown down on them. What I'm using for my daily planning, my day and one page planning for the month of September is the free Moterm paper that comes with the Moterm planners. I have so much of that, and these planners come with a whole bunch of the paper. And so that's what I'm using. So I just laid down some Happy Planner stickers on here for my planner stash. I had fun shopping my planner stash for setting up for September in my planner. And then at the top you can circle the weather, and then it's got a spot where you can circle which day of the week it is. It's got a spot where you write down the date, and it's got a spot for a memo number. On memo number, I'm just writing down which number, day of the year it is, from 1 to 365. And then, like I said, then I just threw down some Happy Planner stickers. And I have 1 month's worth of day on one page pages in here, so that's 15 sheets of paper because there's 30 days in the month of September. And then I just, on those 15 sheets of paper, which gives me 30 pages for a day on one page, I already just pre-filled out the top info and the date and the day and whatnot and pre-stickered them. So that's all set up for me. And I like to have everything pre-dated and pre-set up at the beginning of the month. I usually set these up on the last day or near the last day of the previous month. So these I set up on the last day of August. So I just had them set up for a few days. All right, so, and like I said, I only keep 1 month's worth at a time of the day and one pages. So we move past all the planning pages, and then my next page after that is just a sheet of Filofax paper where at the top I have written down Future Planning 2021 Plus, and I do have several things written on that. And then after that, we come to my back section that is sandwiched between 2 sheets of crafting wallpaper. And these are top-loading plastic pockets. So these top-loading plastic pockets are mostly, they're my budgeting pockets. So I have one for groceries, clothes, health, cars, house, birthdays and holidays and extra, and then I have one more clear page top-loading pocket after that, which is where I'm housing certain specific receipts that I like to keep and file away. And so that's what's between these 2 sheets of crafting wallpaper here in the back of my planner. And then after that we come to my back page lifter, and this helps keep my pages from curling around my rings, and it helps my planner close nicely. And it also houses some reoccurring labels or things that I like to keep back here. For example, if like maybe I pre-made breakfast but it still needs to be baked in the oven, like a breakfast bake or an egg bake, for example, or baked oatmeal, maybe I pre-mixed it, put it in the pan, and then I popped it in the fridge so that the next morning I just need to get that in the oven to cook and heat up while I'm going around doing my morning routine, and then we take a nice hot breakfast out of the oven, which smells so good when it's cooking. Then I have a label here labeled oven. And so then I would know that the night before when I'm planning for the next day, I would take that oven sticker and I would stick it on my master schedule here in my morning slot. so that when I'm all groggy-eyed the next morning and looking at my master schedule, I'll see that oven label, and then I'll know, okay, I need to go get that food in the oven right now. I'll do that, and then I'll stick the oven sticker back in its spot back here for when I need it next time. And then after that, we just come to the very back end of my planner. So that is a tour of my planner setup and of my current September planner setup, which is not very different from my other planner setups because this is a planning system that I have been using for years now and it fits me really well. I hope it blessed you in some way. If you're looking for planner ideas, then I hope this was fruitful and helping sprout some ideas there for you. Have a blessed day.